So how's it going, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we're doing a Master Duel deck profile, and this is with regards to the Spright Synchro deck that we are gonna showcase today. This is actually unorthodox for a Spright to go into a Synchro summon, since most of the time people are just gonna use it for Exi summon or Link summon for a level 2. But there is a lot of potential for this deck. So without further ado, let's go towards the deck profile and I'll talk about it for a bit and then we go towards the replays. Okay, so the deck consists about Deep Sea Diva, 3 copies of Deep Sea Diva, and 1 copy of Orochi. This monster is basically a Garnet if you draw it on your starting hand, but it is needed for a level 10 Synchro Summon monster. Now, if you've seen my deck with regards to the Runic archetype, then this monster is really useful. Furthermore, in Diamond, you're gonna go against a ton of players who are gonna use Effect Vaders, Imperms, Ash Blossoms, and so on. So having to play it off with a Synchro Summon is not gonna be our ideal way to summon or use the sprites, but it works. By far, it brought me from Diamond 5 until Diamond 3. The reason why I got into Diamond 4 because I'm testing a new deck out. Furthermore, this is just version 1, so we'll make a more better one in the near future with regards to the Spright Synchro deck. You might see here we got a copy of Nemesis Corridor. Now basically, this can actually bring back your Swap Frog from the Banish Zone back to your deck. Thus, you can use the effect of another gigantic sprite to bring forth or use the Swap Frog for Ronin Toden. Other than that, you can use this one to spell summon Thunder Dragon Colossus, blocking your opponent from ever adding cards from their deck to their hand. Now, with the card of Deep Sea Diva, having a level 2 monsters that can spell summon another copy of itself from the deck to the field will immediately get you into Gigantic Sprite. But in some cases, you can go for a Synchro Summon into Cupid Pitch. Cupid Pitch will then increase its level into 6, and then you can go for a level 8 Synchro Summon, which is Dragite. A really good monster. As long as you have a water monster in your graveyard, you can negate cards. Now, the only downside for this deck is basically using Gigantic Sprite and the Smasher before you even Synchro Summon, because that will lock you out into level 2s, rank 2s, or Link 2 monsters only. So having to Synchro Summon first and then move towards Gigantic Sprite, and then using the effect of Starter, that's gonna be your go-to combo right there. But that is gonna be a scenario if ever you'll pull 1 copy of Deep Sea Diva. Now, with regards to the consistency of this deck, we'll talk about it after this or after the replays. So I have 3 game replays out of the 10 games I had in Diamond. And these are all selected, and by far some of them are mostly more than 3 turns, so it's not going to be that fun if we're going to showcase that one. Anyways, we are going towards the replays. Yeah, those are the deck profile, guys. Just a ton of negates with an Effect Vader, Ash Blossom, Imperm. And let's move towards the replays now, and this is just the 3 replays that I have for you guys today. Enjoy! So here we are, guys, with the first replay, and this is actually 3 replays out of the 10 games that I had. So to start off, our opponent's going first. We got a copy of Jet, 1 red, 1 Ash Blossom, 1 Call by the Grave, and 1 Infinite Impermanence. Let's start. Our opponent is gonna get or is gonna use Terraforming, get a copy of Area 0. Use the effect of Mobilize to get a copy of Ray, and then Ray will summon Ray. So my thought process here is he's gonna use the effect of Area 0 and then use the effect of Ray. So we'll have to negate that one, and so that he can get, or he'll exhaust more resources. And like I said, he used Rose for that matter. Use the effect of Area 0, target Rose instead of Ray. So we got Ash. We need to Ash Blossom that to stop him to draw more cards or get more cards, and then he'll link off into Zeke. So that is his only play right there. So 2 resources out of 1, that's really good. So Zeke is going to be link off once more for a Kagari. Getting a copy of Mobilize. Use the effect of Mobilize. And then I think he's going to get Anchor here, because I think that's his go-to plan right there. And then lastly, he's going to go for Shizuku. Set 1 back row, and I'm pretty sure this is actually the Anchor. He's gonna get Linkage. He's not gonna use that one anyway. So on our turn, we got a copy of Swap Frog. Very, very, very helpful. So Swap Frog is gonna be activated or normal summoned after activated after normal summon. We got Ash Blossom. Now I want to use Call by the Grave. Now the reason why I targeted Ray rather than the Ash Blossom, it's not gonna be a problem anyway if ever Swap Frog is gonna be negated. My issue here is just the Ray, because we're going for a kill. We need to remove the monsters, and we need to stop Ray from spell summoning the field. He's gonna go for Hayate, or the, what you call that? The yellow Sky Striker that can stop the attack. So we don't want that. So there we go, banish the Ray. Although Swap Frog is gonna be negated, needless to say, we got a copy of Jet. So we just get a copy of the starter. And with the help of red, we have protection, but we are gonna just link it up for Spright Elf. Spright Elf on the field, spell summoning Swap Frog once more. Use the effect of Swap Frog, and then he will prompt the effect of Anchor. Now that is what we want to expect from this game. And what we have is what we get. So we exit summon into Gigantic Spright right here, since we have no problem for negations. Gigantic is going to spell summon a copy of Swap Frog, and then we will go into OTK. Obimaro's Wolf Sweeper is going to banish the Shizuku, and since the Ray is banished, then it won't prompt its effect. We go for starter, get a copy of Blue. Blue will get a copy of Carrot for protection. Ronin Totem is going to be spell summoned to the field. Go for Cat Shark. And then Cat Shark will detach one, target Gigantic Spright for an OTK. So that's game number 1, guys. So guys, this is game number 2, and basically, at this point on, I think you're gonna be mad at me for not showcasing the Deep Sea Diva with the Orochi Synchro Summon, but this is actually the reality of decks nowadays in Diamond. So you'll have to go towards a play that's gonna win you the game. Furthermore, if you summon Deep Sea Diva, you'll have a thought process whether or not to summon the Orochi monster for a Synchro Summon, or you summoned another copy of Deep Sea Diva to move into Gigantic Spright for the win. Scenarios like this are going to be tough in Diamond, and like I said, you'll summon Baron the Floor or your Synchro monsters from time to time, but at this point on, it's really up to you if you really want to do some plays or win some games. It's one of those cases, guys. But yeah, like I said, this is still version 1. This is still version 1 before you get mad and threaten in the comments, oh, you're just playing this game in the Spright deck, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, I'm retarded sometimes. Anyways, so yeah, we're just gonna play this one as version 1. We're gonna make a version 2 later on, and hopefully that will be a much better gameplay. Furthermore, this is the reality of this game in Diamond. So 3 games out of the 10 games that I had, guys, this is a little bit better than the other games that I had. And I'll show you why this is a problem. And that is the problem. So we are dealing with Spright Runics most of the time, and even the banish will come up. It's not going to be significant enough to nerf the Runic. But yeah, like I said, you play it off to win in Diamond. It's really up to you if you want to go for fun or you're going to go for a smooth play. But like I said, it's really hard. So we go for our opponent is using one of the toxic cards here, so 5 Rainbow Magician is really annoying, so we need to set before we use the effect of our monsters. But yeah, we got Dark Ruler no more, not really that useful. We set the Smasher, use the effect of Swap Frog, send the Ronin Totem to the graveyard, but we got Destruction, killing off our set card. It's not really a problem. There we go. We set Dark Ruler no more, use the effect of Starter, get a copy of Blue. Blue is then gonna get a copy of Jet. Jet is gonna be spell summoned to the field. Now basically, this is not gonna be working anymore because of this. This actually works 2 ways. So if your opponent uses this, he better has a ton of set cards on his field. So basically, he doesn't have anything. It actually turned on him. So like I said, we got a copy of Jet. Jet is gonna be summoned, get a copy of Starter once more. You can't actually use it, but regardless, it's fine. Better get that instead of other cards. We link it off into Elf, get a copy of Blue to the field, use that as a Swap Frog. Swap Frog is going to tribute itself. We use that for more materials for Ronin Totem. We go for Gigantic Spright from the Spright Elf and the Blue. Use the effect of blue, get a copy of Deep Sea Diva. Now at this point on, we can't even synchro summon because we are locked into level 2 rank 2s or link 2s. We spell summon Ronin Totem to the field, get a copy of Obimaru's Soul Sweeper, banish the Munin. And like I said, he can't use the effect because of the 5 rainbow. Banish once more, swap frog, spell summon Ronin Totem to the field, and go for game. And basically, it's still going to be lacking damage, so we're going to use the effect of Cat Shark to double the attack of Gigantic Spright. Use the effect of Ronin Totem once more to spell summon to the field, and then we link off into Spright Elf. And that's basically it. We have more than enough lethal. So here we are, guys, with game number 3, and basically we draw into the Garnet Orochi. So this scenarios will happen for this deck. So if you have an extra Orochi or a Deep Sea Diva, might as well just use Deep Sea Diva rather than Orochi. But if you want to go towards a synchro deck, we'll make a version 2. Okay, we'll make a version 2. Okay, we got a starting hand of 1 Orochi, 1 Deep Sea Diva, 1 Ronin Totem, 1 Maxi, and 1 Culprit Grave. And that is the worst hand possible. So let's start. Go for Deep Sea Diva since that's our only play right there. Spell summon a copy of itself. Go for the Gigantic Spright. There we go. Use the effect of Gigantic Spright. Spell summon a copy of Blue. Blue will use its effect. Get a copy of Jet. Pitch and Jet. Jet will get a copy of Starter. And then we move towards a Link Summon. Spright Elf is going to be on the field. Special summon Blue or any monster right there. And then chain with the effect of Starter to bring forth a copy of, I think I brought in red here. Yeah. There we go. And that is our board. 1 Masquerena and 1 Culprit Grave. So, I think we're going up against Exo Sisters. Yeah. So Astraltopia is going to be activated. So we go chain with Maxi and then chain with Spright Elf to bring forth a copy of red to the field. There we go. And like I said, that we're going up against Exo Sisters, which is really bad if he is going to pull it off right here. That's it. Use the effect of Masquerena and then bounce that monster to his deck with the help of Nightmare Unicorn. There you go. 2 back rows. Really scary. Regardless, we're fine. Spell summon Blue. Get a copy of Carrot just for protection. Spell summon Carrot. Then normal summon Orochi. And then we move towards Baron the Floor. Use the effect of Gigantic Spright, and that's game. So that's it, guys. Those are the replays. I'm sorry, there's not much that I can do. So those are the replays, guys, and that is the deck profile for you guys today. Now, like I said earlier, the consistency with this deck is, if ever I'll rate this out of 10, it's gonna be 2 out of 10. So consistency of getting a copy of Deep Sea Diva is really slim. And if ever you will get a copy of Deep Sea Diva, then there is a possibility that your opponent is just gonna negate that copy to spell summon more level 2s to the field, or just basically the Orochi monster. But they don't know that. So that's why they just negate it. Furthermore, there's a slim chance of misplay with regards to the opponent, so you'll tend to find ways to win the game in Diamond if ever they'll make a misplay, and punish them for it. So like I said earlier, this is going to be version 1, and we'll make a version 2 later in this, hopefully this week. But yeah, we'll make a version 2 that's more fluent or more consistent with this with a synchro summon. And hopefully we don't need to use a Gigantic Spright. But anyways, that's it for today. Hopefully you like the content, guys. Please like and subscribe for more content like this in the near future. And I'll see you off in the next video. Keep safe, good luck, and have a good day. Bye-bye.